Scout is clean. A Scout is rebel.
And finally, in the three parts of the Scout Oath, he promises upon his honor to do his duty, first to God and his country, second to other people by helping them at all times, and third to himself by keeping himself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Now you see how the life in this spirit of scouting is now beginning to grow and become brighter.
This is the voice of the eagle whose heights you struggled hard to reach. You remember well when you first came to the base of the cliff and how you looked up with ambition and determination. Look back for a moment. Look back over the cliff you have climbed. Look back at the experience you have encountered in your ascent. These experiences should not be forgotten, and you should profit by making sure that the adverse ones do not occur again. Experience is a valuable teacher if you will heed its teachings.
Daniel Cucino crossed over from Cub Scouts and became a Scout on February the 19th, 2010. We remember when you took your first step upon the trail that leads upward. With that first step, you began to grow physically, mentally, and morally. You started living the Scout Oath in law. All the while you were on the trail, we watched you study, and we saw you learn by doing. First, you were only a Scout. Then your brother Scouts called you a tenderfoot. Daniel Cucino became a tenderfoot Scout on December the 8th, 2010. But not for long, for you reached the first ledge, and there you were greeted by a large group of second-class Scouts. To reach the rank of second class, a Scout learns to work with members of his patrol, and he begins to develop patrol spirit. Daniel Cucino became a second-class Scout on May the 3rd, 2012. Some, like you, were stopping to catch their breath before continuing along the trail. You began to study more. You worked harder. And almost before you knew it, you came to another ledge where first-class Scouts dwell. When a Scout reaches the rank of first class, he really is first class. He is an expert in the outdoor skills of camping, cooking, hiking, and first aid. Daniel Cucino became a first-class Scout on September the 1st, 2012. There you found a tempting green meadow by a crystal-clear stream bathed in the sun. You were tempted to remain. Yes, you could have remained there to live in first-class glory, but your ambition stirred you on. We remember your advancement to Star Scout. A Star Scout learns to work with the younger boys in the troop, passing along the knowledge he has gained. Daniel Cucino became a Star Scout on October the 30th, 2012. At this time, you were honored by your fellow Scouts by nominating you to take your Order of the Arrow ordeal. Daniel Cucino passed his ordeal without flinching in March of 2013. On your initiative, you wanted to seal your membership in the Order of the Arrow. You studied hard and memorized the required parts, and explain what this honor has meant to you. You lifted and bore the burdens, symbolizing your willingness to bear the burdens of others. You became a Brotherhood member of the Order of the Arrow in September of 2014. The trail from First Class to Star Scout was not as difficult as it seemed. This spurred you on, and again you climbed further. The trail was steeper and less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be headed in your direction. You looked down and you saw the crowds below you. You looked up and saw a few above you with the same determination with which you started your climb. You continued up the trail. Soon you earned the rank of Life Scout. A Life Scout demonstrates leadership in the troop and takes part in community service projects. Soon the Life Badge, the Heart Badge, was placed upon your uniform. You will never forget your thoughts at that moment, the feeling that has been experienced by all scouts reaching the ledge of Life Scout. Now I am close to Eagle. I will carry on. Daniel Cucino became a Life Scout on September 17, 2014. The trail became tougher, but more interesting. The original principles, the Scout Oath and Law, now have fuller meaning. Your understanding of them was greater. The rank of Eagle is Scouting's highest award. The Eagle Scout must earn 21 merit badges and must plan, develop, and carry out an extensive service project, giving leadership to others. He must also serve as a troop officer for a specified period of time. Daniel Cucino became an Eagle Scout on May the 20th, 2015. We have watched your character unfold and become mature. We have seen your understanding of citizenship expand. We have watched your mind develop. We have watched all these things in you, and now that you are at the threshold of your goals, we welcome you. For you have done your climbing in true Scout-like manner. Daniel has asked that we remember his mother on this special day. To do that, we will ask his sister Casey to read the Eagle's Mother poem.
Fond mother watches her boy where he stands apart from his comrades tonight, as they place on the camp-battered shirt a badge, Eagle, emblem of right. It seems just a few short months have passed since he joined the youngster next door. How proud he was then of his tenderfoot pin as he told her the message of war. But the years have gone as he struggled along to learn what the Scouts were all about. He practiced them daily to oath and law until now he is an Eagle Scout. You may smile in your worldly wisdom at this and say, why is it only a pin? But I'll tell you, no honor so gained as a man will mean just as much to him. The red, white, and blue of the ribbon you see are the symbols of honor and truth. He has learned how to value these fine attributes in the glorious days of his youth. And the outside clinging winds of the eagle at rest on the breast of his knight of today. You are the things that will lift him above the petty deeds and guide him along the right way. Yes, it's only a pin, just an Eagle Scout badge, but the heart that's beneath each true, and will throughout to the last for the things which are good, a lesson for me and for you.
Will all Eagle Scouts present please come forward and stand with Daniel. Daniel Cucino, I have the honor to give you the Eagle Charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in Scouting. The Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history. You have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America of being worthy of its highest rank. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have the responsibility and obligation to do your duty to God, to the country, and to your fellow scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring great honor to yourself and to your brother scouts. America has many good things to give to you and your children, but these good things depend, for the most part, on the content of its citizens. Our country has had a great past. You can help make the future even greater. I charge you, Daniel Cucino, to undertake your citizenship with solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to a high level of service to God and to your fellow man. So live and serve that those who know you be inspired to find their living. We have too many who use their strengths and brains to exploit others and to gain selfish ends. I charge you, Daniel, be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on a solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record which every other scout may be justly proud. Your conduct along the trail has been excellent. You have rededicated yourself to the principles of scouting, but one more thing is important: your future. As an Eagle Scout, you become a guide to other scouts of lower rank. You become an example in your community. Remember that your actions are now a little more conspicuous, and people will expect more of you. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, to fellow scouts, and to humanity. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother scouts. To falter your duties would not only reflect poorly on you, but on your fellow scouts. The torch you carry is not only yours, but ours. Please give the scout signing a repeat after me. I, Daniel Cucino,
I, Daniel Cucino,
do realize the obligations of my fellow man,
do realize the obligations of my fellow man,
my country and my God.
my country and my God.
I will at all times do my best
I will at all times do my best
to assist other scouts
to assist other scouts
who are climbing the trail to Eagle,
who are climbing the trail to Eagle,
and to give back more to scouting
and to give back more to scouting
than it has given to me,
than it has given to me,
and to assist my troop as much as possible,
and to assist my troop as much as possible,
and to be a living example
and to be a living example
of the scout oath and law
of the scout oath and law
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Miss Barbara Parker has been invited to speak at this Eagle Scout ceremony, and I'll now ask that she come forward.
My name is Barbara Parker. I've been involved in scouting for over 20 years, both through Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and Venturing. The Scoutmasters that are gathered here today will know that there are different kinds of scouts. Not everyone is the same. You have some that come into Boy Scouts, and the only thing they can see is the Eagle rank. They have to get there the quickest way possible. You have others that kind of take the halfway route. And then you have Daniel. I met Daniel in 2011 at summer camp. That's when I really met him. I'd seen him before that. And the Scoutmaster asked my husband George, would you mind taking 2 of my scouts to summer camp? And being that we're, sure, what's 2 more? We didn't know what we were getting into. And the 2 gentlemen standing before you are the 2 scouts that went with him. Will got up, Will went to class. Daniel got up, Daniel did what Daniel wanted to do. I was planning on having a week of relaxation. So for a week of Daniel to do the other thing. Daniel, don't put the hammock that high. Daniel, you're going to fall out of the hammock. Where's Daniel? You might have heard Daniel refer to me as Mom. And I take that as a wonderful honor. Daniel and I have a lot in common. In a way I wish we didn't have. I lost my mom when I was a teenager. And I relied upon other people's moms to help Mom. Sorry. So I know what Daniel feels on a day like today. And I am so honored that he asked me to come speak. There were many times when I didn't think Daniel was going to get here. Daniel also is very stubborn. He thinks that he knows everything. He smiles at you with that little angelic smile, like, I got you, don't worry, I got it. And you have to trust Daniel. That was one of the things that was hard for me, is learning to trust him, because he would get there, but he would get there on Daniel time, not anyone else's time. He's a fine young man, but he's still stubborn. He still has his own watch. But you know what? Daniel has a heart of gold. You can ask him to do anything, and he'll do it. I pestered him all spring long to come help me. He gave me every excuse in the book, except for the one that I wanted to hear. And he just told it to me today. He said, Mom, I don't want to. But it took me 7 months to get that answer from Daniel because he didn't want to hurt my feelings. But my feelings aren't hurt. I want all these young men who are standing here to look at these two young men. They took different paths to Eagle. Choose which one fits you the best. Don't let anybody else make you go their way. Your path to Eagle is your way. And when you get there, you're going to realize the significance of what you've achieved. Enjoy your journey in scouting. You can't get it back once you turn 18. The rules change. So enjoy it now while you can. Daniel, God bless you. I love you. And I am so proud that you're standing there. Thank you.
Eagle Scout Daniel Cucino, we now proclaim to the entire world your accomplishments. The symbol of your success is the Eagle Badge, now presented to your father by Assistant Scoutmaster Casey Burns. Your father he will now pin this emblem of achievement on you. Your father has stood by you over the years and offered his encouragement and assistance. As the symbol of what he has contributed to your attainment of this award, the court now asks you to present him a miniature eagle pin.
Nice.
Now, Daniel Cucino, you may make any remarks you would like to make. You can even have Mr. Podium if you like.
That's me good.
Hi. First, I'd like to thank you all for coming here today.
You're welcome.
To see all these people. People actually like me. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I stand here today an Eagle Scout now, officially. I've been an Eagle Scout though. The ceremony has really touched me in many ways, just seeing how everything played out. Things have gone wrong this morning. I'll admit that perfectly. But as I learned at MYLT a long time ago, nothing ever goes right the way you planned. You can never ask for everything to go tip-top perfect. I'm mainly saying that to my younger scouts here today. When you climb the big cliff to Eagle, I hope you all do, nothing will go right at your project. I mean, I don't know how many of you know my project. I have a memory book over there of my whole project with a picture on the front. When we were digging for the pond, we had these huge concrete slabs in the ground. So we had to dig all around, take out the concrete, put it to the side, and as soon as we had that piece done, I get another call. Damn, there's more concrete. I thought to myself, I was like, well, here we go again. Along with that, I'd like to thank my dad for being there with me through the journey. I mean, who else would drive me there? It's kind of a long walk. I don't know how many of you guys know where the First United Methodist Church is. That's a good 14 miles, 15 miles away. 15 minutes in the car. Actually, 30 minutes in the car for me, an hour in the car for him, every Wednesday, for 5 years. Well, longer than that, because I was also a Tiger Scout. Don't know how many of you guys know that. I was a Tiger long, long ago. Yeah, I was far, far away. That's besides the point. Along with this, it's not usually done like this at a Eagle Scout ceremony, but I have my mentor pin in my hand. That's because the person who mentored me through Eagle Scout has been a best friend of mine. He stopped me from quitting scouting numerous times. I remember my first summer camp, I thought about quitting. My second summer camp, not as much, but I thought about quitting. When I was at second class for about a year, I thought about quitting. So Harvey, please come over here. Harvey has been more than a mentor. Harvey has been more than a mentor. He's been my best friend through school, through scouting, through OA. He's always the person I asked. Harvey, is this okay? Harvey, will this work? Harvey, what do I do? He heard that one a lot when I messed up. How do I fix this? Great quote from me. And that's all I have to say because I winged it.
I now ask Father Ernest Rubin for the benediction and blessing of our refreshments.
Lord, we certainly feel your presence among us today. We ask you to bless all of us, bless our families, bless those who trust us to our care. We ask you to bless the refreshments we are to receive. We ask you to pray for those less fortunate.